Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you something. Have you ever felt like life has passed you by? Like the years you poured your heart into were wasted? Like the dreams you once had were shattered into pieces? I've been there. You wake up, look in the mirror, and wonder if it's too late. Too late to heal, too late to start over, too late to live the life you were meant for. But let me tell you something with absolute certainty. Those wasted years are not lost. They're not forgotten. They're not meaningless. They're raw material for something greater. What if I told you that the pain you've endured, the setbacks you've faced, the moments you thought were your breaking points, those very things are the foundation for a comeback so powerful it will leave you breathless? You see, restoration doesn't just mean getting back what you lost. It means transforming what you've been through into something extraordinary. And if you're here today, if you're still breathing, that means God is not done with you yet. Today we're going to uncover the 7 unmistakable signs that your wasted years are being restored right now in 2025. These aren't just ideas or theories. These are life-altering truths that have transformed millions of lives, including my own. So buckle up, because we're diving deep into the kind of transformation that shakes you to your core and wakes up the fire within you. Let's get into it. When you feel a stirring in your spirit, it is often a sign that something greater is coming into your life. This sensation is not just a fleeting emotion or a passing thought. It is a deep inner awareness that resonates with your very soul. It feels like an awakening, a gentle but powerful reminder that you are meant for more, that your story is not over, and that the creator of the universe is working on your behalf. This stirring doesn't always come with a clear roadmap or a detailed explanation. It often arrives as a quiet nudge, a whisper that encourages you to dream again, to believe again, and to take action even when the path ahead seems uncertain. This spiritual awakening can happen in various ways. For some, it might be a sudden flash of inspiration, a new idea that seems to come out of nowhere but fills you with excitement and energy. For others, it may be a gradual shift, a feeling of restlessness that nudges you out of complacency and into a place of exploration and curiosity. This stirring could come during moments of silence and reflection, such as during prayer, meditation, or even a quiet walk in nature. It might also arise in the midst of your daily routine, catching you off guard with a sense of hope and possibility you haven't felt in years. When this feeling emerges, it's important to recognize it for what it is, a divine signal. It is a call to action, an invitation to align yourself with a higher purpose. Often, this stirring comes after a season of stagnation or difficulty, when you've felt stuck or weighed down by the challenges of life. It's as if God is reminding you that no matter how far you may have wandered or how much time you feel has been wasted, He has not forgotten you. This stirring is His way of reigniting the flame within you, a flame that may have dimmed but never fully extinguished. However, recognizing this stirring is only the first step. It requires faith and courage to act on it. When you feel that nudge, you might also encounter doubts or fears. Questions may arise. What if I fail again? Or am I even capable of starting over? These doubts are natural, but they should not hold you back. The stirring in your spirit is not about certainty. It's about trust. It's about believing that even though you may not see the full picture, the one who placed this feeling in your heart does. He knows the plans He has for you, and they are plans to prosper you and give you hope. This stirring often brings with it a sense of expectancy. It's like the calm before the rain, the quiet anticipation of something new and beautiful. You may not know exactly what's coming, but you can feel that it's good. This feeling can be both exhilarating and unsettling because it pushes you out of your comfort zone. It challenges you to take steps of faith, to let go of old habits, and to embrace new opportunities. It's a call to awaken to the potential that has always been within you, waiting to be unlocked. As you begin to respond to this inner stirring, you may notice subtle but significant changes in your perspective. Things that once seemed unimportant might suddenly capture your attention, while distractions that used to dominate your time and energy might lose their appeal. You may find yourself drawn to new interests, ideas, or people who inspire and encourage you. This is no coincidence. It's a sign that you are aligning yourself with the path of restoration and growth. Equally powerful is the arrival of unexpected opportunities. These moments often come when you least expect them, catching you off guard with their timing and significance. It could be a phone call from someone you haven't spoken to in years, offering a chance to collaborate or reconnect. It might be a job opportunity that aligns perfectly with your skills and passions, or an invitation to participate in something that challenges and excites you. These opportunities are not random. They are divinely orchestrated to move you closer to the life you were meant to live. Sometimes these opportunities are subtle, requiring you to pay attention and recognize them for what they are. They may not always come in the form you imagined, but they carry the potential to open doors that you thought were permanently closed. It's important to approach these moments with an open heart and mind, ready to embrace the possibilities they bring. They may require you to step out of your comfort zone, to take risks, or to trust in the unknown. But it is through these opportunities that God begins to piece together the fragments of your life, weaving them into something greater than you could have envisioned. These divine alignments often come as a response to your willingness to act on the stirring in your spirit. When you take even the smallest step of faith, whether it's making a phone call, sending an email, or saying yes to something that scares you, you position yourself to receive the blessings that are meant for you. God's timing is perfect, and His plans are intentional. He knows exactly when and how to bring these opportunities into your life and equips you with the strength and resources to seize them. It's also worth noting that these opportunities may not always seem grand or life-changing at first glance. They might appear as small, simple moments that carry the potential for growth and transformation. A chance conversation with a stranger, a sudden inspiration to revisit an old project, or an invitation to join a new community. These are often the seeds of something much larger. When you embrace these opportunities with faith and gratitude, you allow them to unfold in ways that exceed your expectations. In this process, it's essential to trust in the journey, even when it feels uncertain or unfamiliar. The opportunities that come your way may not always lead to immediate success or fulfillment, but they are stepping stones on the path to restoration. Each opportunity, no matter how small, is a piece of the puzzle fitting together to create the bigger picture of your life's purpose. Trust that every step you take is guided, and every door that opens is part of a greater plan. As you walk through these doors, you may begin to notice that the things you once thought were impossible are now within reach. Letting go of the past is one of the most powerful acts of faith you can take when seeking restoration in your life. Holding on to the pain, regret, or bitterness from your past only serves to weigh you down, keeping you from stepping into the fullness of your future. Letting go is not about pretending the past never happened or dismissing the lessons it taught you. It's about releasing the emotional and mental grip it has over you. It's about choosing freedom over bondage and hope over despair. When you let go, you're not just moving on, you're making space for something greater to take root in your life. The process of letting go begins with a decision. It's a conscious choice to stop replaying old memories, reliving past mistakes, or holding on to anger towards yourself or others. This decision is not always easy, especially when the pain feels justified or when the memories are tied to significant losses. But holding on to these things only prolongs the suffering. The truth is, you cannot change what has already happened, but you can change how you respond to it. Letting go is not about erasing the past, but about choosing to no longer let it control your present or dictate your future. When you start to let go, you may feel a mix of emotions: relief, sadness, fear, or even guilt. These feelings are normal because you're stepping into uncharted territory. For years, you may have clung to your pain as a form of protection or as a way to justify why you couldn't move forward. But letting go requires you to confront those emotions, acknowledge them, and then release them. This doesn't mean you won't remember what happened or feel the occasional sting of past wounds, but it does mean those feelings will no longer hold power over you. Letting go is also about forgiveness. Forgiveness is not about excusing the actions of others or pretending that what they did was acceptable. It's about freeing yourself from the chains of resentment and bitterness. When you forgive, you take back the power that anger and hurt have over your life. This doesn't mean you have to reconcile with those who have hurt you or invite them back into your life. Forgiveness is a personal act of release that allows you to move forward without carrying the burden of the past. The same principle applies to forgiving yourself. Many people struggle to let go of their own mistakes, carrying shame and guilt for years, sometimes decades. But restoration cannot happen when you're stuck in a cycle of self-condemnation. You must recognize that you are human, that you've made mistakes, and that those mistakes do not define your worth. When you forgive yourself, you allow God's grace to fill the spaces where shame once lived. You open the door for healing and transformation. As you release the past, you will notice a shift in your perspective. You begin to see your life not as a series of failures or missed opportunities, but as a journey filled with lessons and growth. You start to recognize the strength you've gained from overcoming hardships and the wisdom you've acquired through experience. Letting go enables you to reframe your story, turning pain into purpose and setbacks into stepping stones. One of the most challenging aspects of learning from loss is accepting that some things are beyond your control. When you face a setback or experience failure, it's easy to fall into the trap of self-blame or regret. But dwelling on what could have been will not change what is. Instead, focus on what you can learn from the situation and how you can use that knowledge to move forward. Every loss, no matter how difficult, is an opportunity for growth. Sometimes the lessons in loss come through the people you meet or the experiences you have during times of struggle. A friend's encouragement, a stranger's kindness, or a new opportunity might emerge as a result of a setback, showing you that even in the darkest moments, there is light. These moments remind you that loss is not just about what you've lost, but also about what you've gained in the process. As you begin to see the lessons in loss, you may also start to notice patterns in your life. Perhaps there are recurring challenges that have taught you similar lessons, or maybe certain losses have prepared you for future opportunities. These patterns are not coincidences. They are evidence of a higher plan at work. They show you that nothing in your life has been wasted, and that even your most painful experiences have a purpose. You begin to appreciate the strength and resilience you've developed through your struggles. You recognize that every setback has shaped you into the person you are today, preparing you for the blessings and opportunities that lie ahead. When relationships in your life begin to mend, it is one of the clearest signs that restoration is at work. Broken relationships often leave deep scars, whether they are with family, friends, or even yourself. The pain of disconnection, betrayal, or misunderstanding can linger for years, making it difficult to trust or open your heart again. But when restoration begins, you'll start to see shifts in these areas. Sometimes it's an old wound that begins to heal, a conversation you thought would never happen, or a moment of clarity where you finally understand someone else's perspective. These are not coincidences. They are the hand of God gently working to restore what was broken. Ending relationships often starts with humility and courage. It takes humility to admit where you've been wrong or where you've contributed to the breakdown of a connection. It also takes courage to reach out, to apologize, or to extend forgiveness to someone who may have hurt you deeply. Restoration is rarely a one-sided process. It involves a willingness from all parties to move toward healing. Even if the other person isn't ready or willing, your decision to let go of resentment and bitterness can still bring healing to your heart. Sometimes restoration comes in the form of new relationships that replace the ones that couldn't be salvaged. While this can feel bittersweet, it is a reminder that not every relationship is meant to last a lifetime. Some people are in your life for a season, and when their time is up, letting go becomes necessary for your growth. But even in these situations, restoration is possible because new connections bring fresh opportunities for love, understanding, and support. These new relationships often reflect the lessons you've learned from past ones, helping you build stronger and healthier bonds. Another important aspect of mending relationships is learning to set boundaries. Restoration does not mean returning to toxic or unhealthy dynamics. Instead, it involves redefining the terms of the relationship in a way that fosters mutual respect and growth. Setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to people-pleasing or avoiding conflict. But it's a necessary step in building lasting connections. Healthy relationships are built on trust, communication, and the ability to respect each other's needs and limits. As relationships mend, you may notice a renewed sense of community and belonging in your life. You begin to feel supported and understood in ways you hadn't before. Old wounds that once seemed like permanent scars become reminders of how far you've come and how much you've grown. You realize that even the most painful relational experiences have shaped you into a more compassionate and empathetic person. This newfound strength allows you to approach relationships with a deeper sense of purpose and intention. The beauty of restored relationships is that they often inspire others around you. When people see the healing that has taken place in your life, it gives them hope for their own situations. Your story becomes a testimony to the power of forgiveness, reconciliation, and the possibility of change. Even relationships that seemed beyond repair can be transformed when both parties are willing to put in the effort and trust in a greater plan. Equally transformative is the rekindling of passion in your life. Passion is the fuel that drives purpose, yet it's something that can fade over time due to disappointments, failures, or simply the demands of daily life. When passion begins to reignite within you, it's a sign that restoration is happening on a deeper level. This renewed energy and excitement often come unexpectedly, sparked by a moment of inspiration or a shift in perspective. It's as if a dormant fire inside you is suddenly brought back to life, filling you with a sense of purpose and direction. Rekindled passion often starts with a small spark. It might be a forgotten dream that resurfaces, a hobby you used to love, or an idea that fills you with excitement. This spark is a reminder of who you are at your core and what truly matters to you. It's easy to lose sight of these things in the busyness of life, but when they reappear, they bring with them a sense of clarity and focus. You begin to remember why you started in the first place and what makes you feel most alive. This renewed passion doesn't just benefit you, it has a ripple effect on those around you. When you're passionate about something, it's contagious. People are drawn to your energy and enthusiasm, and they're inspired to pursue their own dreams. Rekindled passion has the power to breathe new life into your relationships, career, and personal goals. It pushes you to take risks, step out of your comfort zone, and chase after the things that set your soul on fire. Passion is also a source of resilience. When you're deeply connected to something that matters to you, it gives you the strength to face challenges and overcome obstacles. Even when things don't go as planned, your passion keeps you motivated and focused. It reminds you that the journey is just as important as the destination, and that every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. Sometimes, rekindling passion requires you to step away from what no longer serves you. It's easy to get stuck in routines or commitments that drain your energy and leave you feeling uninspired. But when you let go of these things, you create space for what truly lights you up. This might mean reevaluating your priorities, saying no to certain opportunities, or even changing the direction of your life. While these decisions can be difficult, they are often the catalyst for rediscovering your passion and aligning yourself with your true purpose. As your passion grows, you may find yourself taking bold actions that once seemed impossible. You start to dream bigger, set higher goals, and pursue opportunities with confidence and determination. This newfound courage is a testament to the power of passion. It empowers you to overcome fear and doubt, knowing that the rewards far outweigh the risks. You begin to see challenges not as obstacles, but as opportunities to grow and prove to yourself what you're capable of achieving. Rekindled passion also brings a sense of fulfillment and joy that permeates every area of your life. When you're doing something you love, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like an expression of who you are. This alignment between your passion and your actions creates a sense of harmony and purpose that is deeply satisfying. You wake up each day with excitement and anticipation, knowing that you're living a life that truly reflects your values and aspirations. When you begin to experience peace amidst chaos, it is one of the most profound indicators that restoration is taking place in your life. Chaos by its very nature is unsettling. It can make you feel as though you are caught in a storm with no end in sight, tossed about by circumstances beyond your control. Yet, when peace begins to take root within you, despite the turmoil around you, it is evidence that something greater is at work. This peace is not a fleeting emotion or the absence of problems. It is a deep, unshakable calm that comes from trusting in a higher power, knowing that everything is being worked out for your good. This peace often grows in the quiet moments when you allow yourself to step back from the noise of life. In a world that thrives on constant activity and distraction, taking time to pause, reflect, and connect with your inner self is a powerful act. Whether it's through prayer, meditation, journaling, or simply sitting in silence, these moments of stillness create space for peace to enter your heart. They remind you that no matter how chaotic the world may seem, there is a steady, unchanging presence within you that cannot be shaken. As peace takes root, you may notice a change in how you respond to challenges. Instead of reacting with fear or frustration, you begin to approach difficulties with a sense of calm and clarity. This doesn't mean you won't feel emotions like anger, sadness, or worry. They are a natural part of being human, but peace allows you to process these emotions without being consumed by them. It gives you the strength to navigate through the chaos without losing sight of who you are and what truly matters. This peace doesn't just affect you, it also impacts those around you. When you carry peace within you, it radiates outward, creating a ripple effect in your relationships and interactions. People are drawn to your calm presence and may even begin to feel more at ease simply by being around you. Your peace becomes a source of encouragement and inspiration for others, showing them that it is possible to find stability and hope even in the midst of uncertainty. This peace also deepens your resilience. Chaos and challenges are inevitable in life, but peace gives you the strength to endure them without being defeated. It reminds you that you are stronger than you think, and that every obstacle is an opportunity to grow. With peace as your foundation, you can face life's storms with grace and courage, knowing that they will not last forever and that you will emerge stronger on the other side. As peace grows within you, it transforms the way you see yourself and your circumstances. You begin to understand that your worth is not determined by your achievements, possessions, or the approval of others. Instead, it comes from knowing who you are at your core and the unshakable truth that you are loved and valued just as you are. This understanding brings a deep sense of contentment and fulfillment, allowing you to let go of comparison and embrace your unique journey. Now listen to me. Don't just hear these words and walk away. Don't let this moment pass you by. The signs we've talked about today aren't just random coincidences. They're whispers from the universe, a divine reminder that you're being rebuilt, reshaped, restored. If you're feeling something stir within you right now, that's not an accident. That's your spirit waking up to the reality that your best days are still ahead of you. The broken relationships, they can heal. The dreams you thought were dead, they can live again. The chaos in your life, it's setting the stage for peace that can't be shaken. And the passion you thought you lost, it's about to burn brighter than ever. God bless you, Mary, and thank you for your presence. But let me tell you something critical. Restoration is not a passive process. It requires action, belief, and an unshakable determination to move forward, no matter what. Your story is not over, and the pages that are about to be written are the ones that will define your legacy. So here's my challenge to you. Step into the fire. Don't shrink back. Don't let fear or regret hold you captive any longer. The wasted years were not wasted. They were preparation. They were the groundwork for the masterpiece that is your life. This is your year. This is your time. The world is waiting for the version of you that steps out of this room today, ready to reclaim what's been lost and build something even greater. Don't just hope for it, demand it. Don't just wait for it, create it. Because when you take that first step, when you say yes to restoration, you're not just changing your life, you're changing the lives of everyone around you. Now go out there and live boldly, love fiercely, and transform your story into one of greatness. Your comeback starts now. Let's go.